Justin Bieber's sister, Jasmine Bieber, has everyone online talking after doing something that caught the internet completely off guard. If you've been following celebrity gossip, this is one story you'll definitely want to hear. Jasmine recently liked a post showing photos from Selena Gomez's wedding to Benny Blanco, and that small action set social media on fire. People began questioning what it really meant. Was she just being polite, or was there something deeper happening inside the Bieber family? When Jasmine hit that like button, it wasn't just a casual tap. It instantly turned into a viral moment. Considering Selena's history with Justin, fans couldn't help but see it as a potential sign of drama. It felt like a twist straight out of a reality show. Everyone started wondering if Jasmine was throwing subtle shade at Justin's wife, Hailey Bieber, or if she was simply showing love for someone who once played an important role in her life. The internet quickly filled with wild theories and heated debates. What made things even more interesting was that this wasn't the first time Jasmine had shown support for Selena. Over the years, she's used Selena's songs in her videos and liked her posts before. Those small interactions show that she's always had a soft spot for the former Disney star. This pattern makes people believe that Jasmine's affection for Selena is genuine, not just random or for attention. Maybe it's rooted in the bond they formed when Selena was still part of the Bieber family's life. To understand why this small action became such a big deal, it's important to remember their shared past. When Selena was dating Justin, Jasmine was still a child. She grew up seeing Selena around, possibly spending time with her during family moments. For a young girl, that kind of bond can leave a lasting mark. It's common for younger siblings to admire the people their older siblings date, especially if that person treats them kindly. So it's entirely possible that Jasmine still has warm memories of Selena, not as her brother's ex, but as someone who was once part of her world. Fans, however, often forget that relationships aren't always black and white. People love to pick sides, especially when it comes to celebrities, but life doesn't work like that. It's very possible for Jasmine to care about Selena and still have love and respect for Hailey. Supporting one person doesn't automatically mean rejecting another. Family ties are complicated, and emotions don't just disappear when a relationship ends. Sometimes, affection from the past quietly stays, without any hidden motive behind it. But of course, the internet doesn't do simple. The moment Jasmine's like was spotted, social media exploded. Some users were convinced that it meant she was siding with Selena and going against Hailey. Others said it was just a sign that she still admired Selena as an artist and a person. There were even comments suggesting that this could create tension between Jasmine and her brother. The situation quickly turned into a full-blown internet storm, with fans dissecting every detail, from Jasmine's timing to her past online behavior. Still, the reality could be much calmer than people think. Liking a post on social media doesn't always have a deep meaning. Sometimes it's just a friendly gesture, an acknowledgement, nothing more. Jasmine might simply be happy to see Selena moving forward in her life, especially since Selena's journey to happiness hasn't been easy or private. Everyone knows that Selena has been through her fair share of heartbreak and struggles in the spotlight, so it's not shocking if someone who once knew her wants to show quiet support. Some fans even pointed out that Jasmine has always seemed more grounded and kind-hearted compared to how the media often portrays celebrity relatives. She's still very young, but has grown up surrounded by fame and constant public scrutiny. Maybe this act of liking the photo was just her being her, kind, genuine, and unbothered by the noise that follows her brother's name. It could also reflect a maturity that many people her age don't have yet, understanding that supporting someone doesn't always mean stirring drama. Of course, social media thrives on drama. Many users build entire theories from small gestures, ignoring that people's relationships evolve and grow over time. Even though Selena and Justin's romance ended years ago, that doesn't erase the bond Selena may have shared with Justin's family, especially with Jasmine. Bonds formed in those years often stay quietly alive, regardless of what fans or outsiders assume. The conversation around this has also opened up larger discussions about how people treat celebrity families. Many forget that behind all the fame and glamour are real people with emotions, memories, and relationships. The internet tends to twist small human actions into headlines that sell controversy. What looks like a scandal might actually just be a moment of kindness. Some people online are even praising Jasmine for not playing into the idea that she has to pick a side. In a world where social media fuels division, she might be showing that peace is still possible, that old connections don't have to end in bitterness. If anything, her action reminds us that loyalty doesn't have to be exclusive. You can care about multiple people, even those who have drifted apart. While fans continue to argue, one thing is certain: Jasmine's simple like managed to get everyone talking. Whether it was intentional or not, it opened a window into how people interpret social media gestures today. It's proof of how powerful one click can be in the age of instant reactions. Families are rarely simple, and when fame is involved, every little gesture gets magnified. Jasmine Bieber's decision to like Selena Gomez's wedding post doesn't automatically mean she's choosing sides or causing drama within her family. It could simply be a friendly nod to someone who once shared a meaningful connection with her brother, and by extension, with her. Sometimes, small acts like that are just moments of acknowledgement, not messages with hidden meanings. Now imagine being in Hailey Bieber's place. She's married to one of the most famous musicians in the world, whose romantic past with Selena Gomez remains one of pop culture's most talked about love stories. Selena isn't just Justin's ex. She's an international superstar with millions of loyal fans. Every move Hailey makes is examined through that lens, often unfairly. So, when Jasmine liked Selena's wedding photos, it's easy to understand why people's reactions were so strong. It's not just about a like. It's about everything those names represent. Still, Hailey knew what she was signing up for when she married Justin. She understood that his past would never be entirely private. The world had watched Justin and Selena's relationship unfold, fall apart, and resurface again for years. Choosing to marry him meant accepting that the comparisons and conversations would never completely stop. That kind of awareness shows a certain level of maturity and confidence. Hailey seems to have learned how to handle public scrutiny with grace, realizing that the most important thing isn't the noise online, but the bond she shares with her husband. When you're in a marriage under a microscope, you develop a certain resilience. Hailey's ability to stand firm despite endless media attention says a lot about her character. She likely knows that what happens between her and Justin behind closed doors is far more important than what strangers think online. And with everything they've faced as a couple, from social media hate to constant paparazzi speculation, their ability to stay together reflects strength and understanding. Meanwhile, the internet has had a field day turning this tiny social media moment into a massive debate. People are creating wild theories about possible rifts in the Bieber household, assuming tension where there might be none. But looking at it from a rational point of view, all Jasmine did was show support for someone she once knew well. Some rumors even claim she later unliked the post, which only added more fuel to the fire. But if you check now, the like is still there, suggesting she's not trying to backtrack or hide anything. That's a sign that she meant it sincerely. If she had unliked the post, it could have been seen as a sign of regret, or maybe even pressure from people telling her how she should behave. But the fact that she hasn't undone it suggests confidence in her choice. In a way, it's a quiet statement that she doesn't feel the need to explain herself to the world. She's not choosing sides, just showing support. At the center of all this noise, though, is Selena Gomez, who just got married and deserves to enjoy her happiness. This should be a time of celebration for her, not another round of internet gossip linking her to her ex. Her wedding to Benny Blanco marks a new chapter, one that has nothing to do with her past relationship with Justin. She's moved on, built her own life, and deserves to be seen for who she is now, not who she used to date. The same goes for Justin and Hailey. They've built a life together, grounded in their own values and experiences. They shouldn't constantly be compared to Selena or pulled into old stories that no longer matter. Everyone involved has grown up, changed, and evolved, but the internet often prefers conflict over peace, and fans tend to romanticize old relationships while ignoring the fact that people move on. This entire situation shines a light on a much bigger problem: how society often tries to pit women against each other. The moment two women have any connection to the same man, the world frames them as rivals. It's a tired narrative, and it's time we move past it. Selena and Hailey have built successful careers, earned respect in their own fields, and carved out identities far beyond their relationships. Reducing them to characters in Justin Bieber's love story is unfair and outdated. What's interesting is that Jasmine's action, though small, challenges that mindset. By liking Selena's post, she reminds people that kindness doesn't have to come with conditions. You can support someone without disrespecting someone else. Maybe that's why this moment stands out so much. It's not about drama, it's about empathy. If anything, this could be seen as a lesson in maturity for fans and followers. People can have complicated histories and still wish each other well. Life isn't made up of clean breaks and perfect separations. Sometimes connections linger, not in a romantic way, but as a sign of appreciation for the role someone once played in your life. It's easy to forget that these celebrities are real people. They have emotions, memories, and relationships that don't always fit neatly into internet storylines. Jasmine's simple like might have been her way of saying, "I remember you, and I'm happy for you." That's something many of us would do for people from our pasts. It just doesn't get turned into a headline when we do it. When the online world zooms in on such moments, it often misses the bigger picture: that human connections are complex, but not always dramatic. Not every action is meant to stir tension. Sometimes it's just an act of goodwill. The more we understand that, the more we can start viewing these stories with empathy rather than judgment. In truth, this situation doesn't need to be about Team Selena or Team Hailey. It can just be about people showing decency and support. Selena deserves to celebrate her wedding in peace. Justin and Hailey deserve the space to continue building their marriage without unnecessary comparison. And Jasmine deserves to express herself without being accused of creating drama. Life, especially for those in the spotlight, is complicated enough. Everyone involved has likely learned how to find calm amid the chaos. And maybe that's the real takeaway here: that amid all the noise, kindness still matters. Whether intentional or not, Jasmine's like became a quiet reminder that you can wish someone well, even when your lives have gone in different directions. In a world obsessed with conflict, choosing to celebrate someone else's happiness, even in a small way, is something rare. It shows growth, empathy, and emotional intelligence. So instead of turning this into another internet feud, maybe it's time to see it for what it truly is. A moment of simple human connection, because at the end of the day, fame or not, everyone just wants peace, happiness, and the freedom to express kindness without judgment.